Oh, am I alive? Maybe, maybe. Maybe I'm alive. I'm gonna edit this instant, and we're gonna change the version. Change it all the way up to 1.18.2. We are here in 1.18.2, and you can't see anything because I am launching on multi-MC, and I'm not showing my screen at the moment. So, using the 1.6 launcher. Okay, interesting. Interesting what it says. I'm totally using that launcher, yes. We are live. I'm gonna unpin this message, and let's get going. Soap and water. Soap and water. I don't think I really need to look at OBS to see if it's working, but okay. At least I'm seeing that the sound is working. Okay. Here we go. Everything is all right. Alrighty. Alrighty. Ooh. And I know this is the launch from EchoCraft at the moment. So I'm kind of barging in on that time zone, but literally, can't really do much about that. We stream on the weekend, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter that they decided to launch on this day. But unfortunately, as I'm checking through the uploads today, there is no Etho, so yeah, there is no Etho upload today. So it looks like I'll be skipping out on the beginning of season 9. At least I'm seeing no Etho. I only see Tango, Gemini, Doc, and Exuma in my thing right now. So yada 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 yada. I'm tired. I am tired, but we're still gonna get through this, right? Probably got something okay. I got a random message from a random guy on Discord. Okay. We will ignore that for the time being. But hey, it should be all up and ready. Okay. I am tired, but there shouldn't be that much to do here, which is why I asked the question in my community thing. If you've seen that already, if you're voting on that stuff. But yeah, we have 8 votes in at the moment, and it looks like random EchoCraft stuff is winning 75% of the vote, which means 6 people have voted for that, and 2 people have voted for beating the other dragon in the hardcore world and another random building session, for Sunday. So we'll see what that happens in the future. But yeah, hopefully this doesn't sound bad at the moment. Let me actually check the what is it called? How do I check that again? Okay, my mic is okay. Very good check right there. But yeah, we're not too into it at the moment. But I do have the things, the sources listed in the description below, so we can watch it. And as you will see on the top of pre-release 3, it's actually the link is pre-release 2, which means pre-release 2 was updated to pre-release 3 on the same article. So we'll look at the changes in pre-release 2 first, and then we'll look into changes in pre-release 3. So yeah, we can't do anything here. We'll go into Langdos. I think this is the one where we built some stuff. I forgot. Is this the one where we built some stuff? Right. Yes, we did. We built this little house and this little tree, the grass top here. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't look that good. But after coming back here after a while, right? Like, this doesn't look that great. Uh, Also, it feels like my keyboard gets stuck sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I feel like my space isn't working. Interesting. Maybe that's just because I haven't been on the computer for a long time. Maybe it has to warm up. Yeah, press, press, press. Yeah, for some reason, I'm just like... Yeah, I'm just pressing space here. Nothing too bad. Okay. I think I think my spacebar just doesn't have that much lube on it. And so it's not pressing very well. Because I don't feel like it's a stabilizer problem. I feel like it's just I mean, you do lube your stabilizers for a keyboard, but my keyboard is just like a random $50 keyboard that is just holding well right now for a year. Hey, hello, Mr. Sosi. You're going on EchoCraft? Maybe today, maybe, but we're still going through the changes in pre-release 2, pre-release 3, and then release candidate. There is some stuff that we can check out here, even though there's not that much. So here's a technical change in 1.18.2 pre-release 2. Added the spline density function, a general purpose building block that allows you to express almost any function as a cubic spline. So basically it just lets you be a mathematical genius. Also, I don't know why Biome Blend is off all the way. I think that was for some other testing, but here we go. It's on again. It's on. I don't know why it was off. This is a snapshot. This is Snapshot World. Nothing too serious. Fixed bugs in 1.18.2 pre-release 2. Unable to put focus on copyright Mojang AB. Okay, we can actually test that. So, if you don't know, map 11 is 2 names. If you don't know, for accessibility purposes, you can tab any bit of the menu, any pressable item that you can usually do with your mouse. You can tab onto it, and this wasn't highlighted before, which means that now it is highlighted due to the bug fix. Strongholds can generate in the void biome. That's interesting. I mean, can you set generate structures in that biome? Like, or is it just like if it generates, right? I mean, no. Okay, I get it. I remember this. Okay, so you can create worlds that load in the void biome, and the void is its own biome, right? And if you create worlds with that, sometimes a stronghold will generate in that biome, even though there's really no way to get to it, basically. Especially if your void biome is very, very isolated. But yeah, we got that. Super flat worlds cannot be created without using presets, which means that if you tried to create a regular super flat world, it would crash. It would do some bad stuff. And an empty generator setting string crashes server when starting up. I think that has to do with not having a set default in case nothing goes right in the generator settings, because in the generator settings you could put like, I think default, amplified, flat, and stuff like that, right? You can put stuff like that. And if it's not a right string, then it won't make it right. It won't work, and it will just default to default, right? Which is interesting. And because it's empty, right? I guess it's trying to put nothing in it. It doesn't have a case for nothing. So interesting. Fortress walls can spawn outside the fortresses. That's a very that's a very harmful bug, especially for your mob farms that rely on a lot of the forest spawning structure, which should now be fixed. So that's a thing. Then we can go into bugs fixed in pre-release 3. So that was all pre-release 2. Glow berries and glow like generation do not cause light updates when across the chunk borders. If you don't know what that means, we can go into spectator mode here. And we can find ourselves some glow vines. Glow vines, glow lichen, same thing. But yeah, here we got some glow vines, glow lichen, and they're light. When they light up stuff, right, they should update across a chunk border. And since we opened the chunk border visual here, it should be I mean, it should be like, it should be 0 here because it already goes down to 0, right? All the way down here. But say like a glow lichen spot here, right? And it was 5 or something like that. And across the chunk border, it should be like 4 here and then 3 here. But in the case of this bug, right, it drops off from 4 to 0. So that wouldn't be correct in any way. Right there. Very easy to explain, maybe, if you get it. If you don't get it, I'm sorry. But yeah, we can turn that off. Can't double click to join a realm. I don't know how you're testing that because yeah, I don't know how you test that because you can't join realms in those what is it called? You can't join realms in a snapshot. Locate command not working properly in flat worlds. Okay. Game output server console are logged and spammed with the min, creating a min function between two non-overlapping inputs when joining and creating world. Interesting. Crash when opening a single player screen due to stack overflow error in net.minecraft.nbt compound tag $1.skip. The world freezes on super flat when using a locate command on a pillager outpost. Explore maps leading to custom structures can cause a server to hang. Okay. Interesting. So those are the bugs in 1.18.2 pre-release 3. And now we can go on to pre-release. No, release candidate 1. This is the only release candidate, and the only reason why I didn't want to cover this last week is because there could have been more, and it would have been over the deadline. Over the Saturday, over the Sunday, and I had some stuff to do. We're now releasing the first and hopefully only release candidate for 1.18.2, and this is the only one. If there's no major issues following this release, no further changes will be added to the full release, which is planned for February 28th. Yes. So here we go. There's only 2 bugs fixed, but I guess there's some stability issues on the back, performance issues, and maybe some critical issues that are fixed and never listed because we don't want people to find out what they can do to harm people's worlds and servers, right? Some custom dimension settings can cause the server to stop running but not crash. Some world gen data packs can kill the internal server. Possibly related to density functions. I like how it's possibly, like they don't actually know, or it's just like it's being a little bit cutesy, right? Dancing around that area, right? Just like, yeah, that's exactly what we were looking for, huh? Yeah, sorry for this stream. It's a little bit later because I'm tired as heck right now. But I feel like it's going to do it for all the stuff that we're allowed to check out. It looks like there is no current stream setup. That's not the right word for it. Looks like there's not that much doing right now. I really don't have any plans. And this seems to be it. These are really small updates, and that's also the second reason why I didn't really want to cover all of it before the 1.18.2 release, because if I had to add on one other small update, then it wouldn't really be worth a stream. But we kind of covered everything else up to this stream. Let's see, and it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of amendments, let's say. So, if you want to go over like what is important to know in this update is that 32-bit environments will no longer be supported in future Minecraft updates. South Korea got their playtime counter seed number 0 is no longer treated as a special case where it's just the string converted to binary or something, some kind of thing. Like it takes in 0 and names it 0, right? In numbers. Let's see. And any spaces before input seed will be trimmed. So I didn't know that they didn't do that before. There's a special case for, or they handled spaces differently before, which is interesting. Dolphins now more accurately pick the closest structure, regardless of type, and ender chests are no longer gift wrapped for Christmas. In order to stop confusing players that may or may not have particles on, right? Oh no, I meant to pick up a regular chest, but I meant to pick up an ender chest and I got the wrong one. Rip. All those items are splayed on the floor, or the ender chest breaks. And then we got the place feature command. The locate command is now more expanded. Locate biome as well, and you can add custom structures and data packs. You can tweak cave generation by density lines and stuff like that. And let's see. Everything can have tags, and the data pack version is now 9, right? So make sure it's 9 if you don't want it to go out of date, right? So then we got a way to. I'm looking at the official 1.18.2 what is it called, list here. So we got the place features, we got configurable caves, got configurable structure and structure sets, and then we got universal tags and all the bugs, except they didn't okay, they have a list now. No? Oh, they do have a list. Okay. They actually list to the Mojira thing. The bug tracker. They have an actual list on the bug tracker now. I'm not sure if they're gonna do it for every single one of them, but they just did it. Which is interesting. I hope that gets more people to check out the bug tracker. But yeah, this was it for 1.18.2. Not that much going on in terms of features that most players will use, but for anyone looking to customize worlds, it is a big boost in what you can do, right? You can actually customize the caves, right? And you can actually customize the blocks, custom structures, and stuff like that through the data packs and all the niceties, right? Like, those are pretty good, not gonna lie. But yeah, it's getting we're getting into the 1.19 snapshots in a little bit, which is gonna be nice because we don't have to do the whole experimental rigmarole again. The whole experimental rigmarole, right? Like, we don't have to just put the JSON folder, the JSON file in the JSON in the right folder, in the versions folder, and then you can click on that when you select the world and select the type and stuff like that. No, we don't have to do that anymore, unless there's gonna be a 1.18.3, but I doubt it. We're gonna go straight to 1.19 snapshots next week, hopefully, and hopefully we get to see the frogs or stuff like that, but we did get the warden first, which is interesting in the Java edition. But yeah, we might even check out the Bedrock betas in case they actually put stuff there first. If they put stuff there first, like, that could be interesting. We can check those out as well. There's nothing really preventing me on not checking it out, right? But hey, that's gonna be it for this little stream here. Not that much to do, not that much to say. Not that much to be aware of today. Trying to rhyme off the end here. But we're not gonna do anything else today. I have set some other stuff and time aside for the rest of the day, and we ended up earlier than expected. I didn't think we'd want to make it past 30 minutes, but we're close to 20 minutes right now, and we have nothing else to cover. We have nothing else to do. But other than that, have a good day, good night, good life, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that spin. Bye bye. Let's really close everything.